Hello? Hopefully my audio isn't, or hopefully the audio in the, isn't too loud. Whew. Leap upon the star, for the starving of me. Alright. Oh wait, I don't have my microphone down. That's gotta be important. Oh Lord. Excuse me a moment. Okay. Well, oh wait, is this on? Microphone, yep. It's not. The hell? Okay, that's good. Alright, I was wondering about that. I want to go to studio mode real quick. Okay. That's not good. Okay. Nope, it's still not working. Okay, how about now? There we are. There we are. Okay. Wasn't plugged in all the way. Yeah, my mic wasn't showing up in Discord, which wouldn't be a problem for the stream, but it would be a problem for my talking head. Well, I had a pretty busy week last week. It's going to stand to probably be even busier this week, so that'll be fun. But how is everybody doing? I don't know how many people are here. I was looking at, I guess if you saw this on Twitter, I'm still kind of watching the new H-Bomber guy, and yeah, I feel that. I've been sleeping pretty late, honestly, though my job lets me get away with it because I don't work the night shift, I work the dinner shift. Is it 4 hours long? No. Oh, the new H Parma guy. It's an hour and 40. It's an hour and 40 minutes long. So like, yeah, it's almost 2 hours. It's actually a little shorter than his Sherlock video, funny enough. Um, I mean, I wouldn't blame you for passing on it just on the subject matter alone. It does get pretty bleak. Um, my God, it's nuts how like basically any of these like fringe fucking like um like climate change denial or what's it climate change denial, even I'm gonna let's even throw young Earth creationism in there. Um, the vaccine, like the anti-vaccine movement. I had another one in mind. But basically, all that shit was just caused by like opportunistic assholes wanting a buck. Flat Earth, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and move it to here. Get it to the intro. Oh, I still haven't changed the text. Whoops. So I got I got a USB splitter for my birthday, so that's neat. I've been using that. It's been very good to have, especially because now I can connect my keyboard, my headphones, my mouse, and my USB drive at the same time, and so I have just everything on there, which is cool. I couldn't do that before, and so it was a lot harder to like record things and whatnot. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of tired. I went running today, or I went hiking. Um, yeah, yeah, I went. Yeah, I've like what last? God, fucking like working service in a restaurant is fucking stressful. It's fucking stressful. Like, I'm not. Well, I say service, but like fucking. I'm doing kitchen work and whatnot, and I did prep. Um, they were both 6 hour shifts. The first one went by kind of quick. The second one was fucking exhausting. And then Monday was I did a hoagie shift, and that was comparatively short, but also kind of exhausting. I think I ended up getting out around like 10, even though like on Mondays the restaurant closes at 9. It's gonna be a hell of a thing having to adapt back to my school schedule just because of how early I need to like wake up for shit and whatnot. And I honestly cannot imagine doing that and also doing like fucking what's it at the same time. Doing school and like work like that at the same time. I mean, I think I'd have the time for it, but at the same time, it's just like, oof, oof, ugh. But yeah, I have Clip Studio up. I'm Yeah, I do not know when my first paycheck's coming in. Thinking on it, I want to say, I don't know if it's this Friday or next Friday, depending upon like how the work week starts. It might be like, I think it's next Friday. So I won't get my check until like fucking June. It's like June, whenever. Fucking hate. I, Why? I want to know when the biweekly paycheck thing got started. Like there has to be a reason for it, because I swear to God it's I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if it's just like a resources thing or whatever. It's just like you don't need as many you don't need as many what checks or what. I don't know. Yeah, I should go ahead and pull everything into a check. Yes, need a draw. Or yeah, I do want to get back to like just doing like a stream. I want to try Amogus again because that was kind of fun. I like doing that. Um, I'm just looking at the no context fight frames. I want to scroll through this Twitter now. Honestly, yeah. I gotta say, what pisses me off the most about Among Us is when like somebody leaves. Like it's usually an imposter and they leave. It just like I don't. Yeah, but yeah, fucking. It's the most infuriating thing because it's like, yeah, I want to draw. I want to draw a little Among Us. I love legitimately perfect character design. I love these little guys so much. What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna set the width on this pencil to be a little. Yep. Amogus. I remember in like the DPA Clemson server that we had. Um, One of the things was I don't know who did these little art challenges, but we were supposed to have like a weekly art challenge, and we only had two. And the second one was like draw an Amogus, make an OC based on Amogus and do like a stalker or not a stalker, imposter version of it too. God, that's nuts. Oh my god. Zack Snyder did the new movie. There's a new set. Oh my god. I know why this man has work, but why? I know exactly why this man has work, but at the same time, like, oh, and Mungus. I love Mungus better than Amogus. I mean, yeah, but presumably most of that movie was like already. Well, I don't know. It's a lot easier to. I don't know. A mongoose. But yeah, I like Mungus better than Amogus just because I do not want to give Stone Toss any more clout than he deserves, which is zero. I love the what's it, the whataboutism that he did about like he was trying to make a point about how like people complaining about NFTs on the internet are also like, hey, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like he was trying to make a point about how like people complaining about NFTs on the internet are unaware of like the power cost of the internet as well, which like yeah, that is something to take into consideration, but that's a yes and not a not a no but. Like frankly, the way in which we're living now with regards to the environment and whatnot is totally unstable, and we really need to downscale it, and that will include either trying to make certain infrastructures that we have like a lot more, or like try to give them a lot less of a carbon footprint than they have, or just fully divesting of some of those structures. So, whoop, thank you, Millie. I'll go ahead and put you in the queue. Okay. And then he posed situation. All right. Hmm. Well, let's think about this for a bit. Let's get a real thinking on. Um. Hmm. Yeah. I wanted to play Rhythm Heaven again. Um. Just because I was like, I don't know. I've been watching a few of those videos recently, and I was like, oh, I gotta get back to that. And I went through my DS games, and I saw that I didn't have it anywhere, and I was really disappointed by that. And I want to know where it went. I think I do know where it went, but I want to know specifically where it went because I want to play it again because it's a neat game. I think my sister might have it with her old 3DS, but I don't know what she ended up doing with it. Okay, start with the head. First, you draw a circle. Then you dot the eyes. You add a smile. and presto, Clip Studio decides to be shitty like that. I love it immediately after. Immediately after I do that little gaff, it does that. It's punishing me. It's punishing me. Hmm. Do like a picnic, or well, not a picnic, but like sort of a picnic. You get up and sort of outfit with the big brim hat. I'm the big brim. I'm obsessed. I love the big brim. It's the brim, but it's big. I think like ever since the fucking I want to say like fucking I think I'm obsessed with that hat specifically because um of Connie from the intro, like the season one intro is Steven Universe. It's such a good hat. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh, they should have kept her in that hat and whatnot. Like, like she did like her later on designs are are still good, but at the same time, like that's such a good hat. I love it. It's a really striking appearance and big height, big thigh. Yes, honest, but yeah, I like the one thing that I remember from that intro, like just if there is a way for a character to ever like really make a statement with their appearance, just a random appearance in an intro, it was definitely Connie in the season one Steven Universe intro with that fucking hat. What's always fun to do? Okay, I need to think about this logistically. I'll draw the rest of the body first. Yeah, I want to do sort of picnic get up, and then Millie Flash just sort of holding the basket forward. Maybe that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. I don't know. Well, you did said anything, and oh, I don't. Yeah. And if you want me to course correct, I can certainly course correct. Oh, I mean, I'm just sort of doing like a sketch of the body now, and then I'm imagining Millie Flaff just sort of holding out, like I was thinking like a picnic getup, just sort of like big hat, like a nice simple dress, and then like her holding a picnic basket. Picnic, something to that accord. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. I will. Yes. I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. My mouth is wet, you can hear it squeak. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers. In the quiets of the railway station, running scared. Laying low, seeking out the poor quarters where the ragged people go. I'm looking up a reference right now, I'm sorry. I need to make sure everything's consistent. I think like what would be a good reference right now is the Red Mage one. I still really like the Red Mage one. That's a very good Millie Flaff. And also it sort of got the view of the head that I'm thinking about. It's a good one. It's a real good one. I'm very proud of that one. I will say, I do hope the internet doesn't. Oh. Not what I. Not. No. Come on. Okay, it's sort of. Yeah. Okay, I see now. I see what I did. Yes. Cool. Cool and good. Thank you, Clip Studio Paint, for that cool and neat thing that you did. That was very nice of you. As much as. Hmm. As much as it doesn't technically make any sense, I still like the little swirl right here. I think it's cute. Or under the hat. Or for coming out under the hat. I mean, like, technically speaking, like, the swirl wouldn't really do that, just because, like, if the brim of the hat is really so wide, then this would be, like, impossibly far out to the front, but at the same time, it just looks cute. So sometimes you have to make those decisions, because, cute. Also, that doesn't look great. Sort of want to have the head down a little. Hey! The swirl is perfect. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's no reason to not have the swirl. The swirl, as I say, is good content. Sort of doing kind of like a chibi. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. Gotta do. I see a struggle, I will not turn my back. See, there's a good man and a bad man down the same. Sort of want to almost draw her like just sort of like floating. Flappies, I don't think they float, but at the same time, I just think like that sort of not dainty, sort of like lackadaisical, kind of whimsical posture, I think would be cute. She float, yeah. Oh, come on. Quit doing that. Does that like does that come up on your screen like it just sort of like shrink? I think it does. I think I've seen it. It like shrinks. Like the UI becomes really big and like the screen like I think it's still about the same size, but it comes like in turn and it, like the proportions of it become like really squished. So I don't anticipate this being too big, which I feel like is weird because you're spending $15 on this, and well, yeah. Also, okay, yeah, the Flaffy. Hello, hello, Elfie. How are you? That's good. Okay. Well, I mean, well, hopefully it's not going to be enough to like. You shouldn't like. I'm not going to stop you from pitching in, but if it's like if you need the money and also if you got something important coming up, then I mean you can hold off. I feel like that's a little important, but then again, I'm not going to stop you. Okay, that's fair. It's already 10:20 already. Damn, it's gonna be like late about time. Well, not super late, but I think like later than normal. But then again, I got started with this like way later than normal too. Yes, via Streamlabs. No matter how dark the storm gets overhead, they say someone's watching from the calm at the edge. What about us when we're down here with it? We gotta watch our own backs. Thank you, Alfie, for the $10. And yeah, send away. Send away. But if you do see that golden light, let it shine in its fiery eye. Go on and catch it while you can. Go on and catch it if you can. Let it course through you. Let it burn through you. If it's the light of truth, if it's the light of truth. They think you got it, they're gonna beat it out of you through work and death, whatever all else there is. And I'll see you struggle, and I will not turn my back. See, there's a good man and a bad man down the same path. Gonna help you how I can. Didn't it rain? Okay. Her legs from like the knees down. Okay, I see. Oh, come on! Really? How many times is it gonna do this? At least it's not the fucking like internet freaking out. Oop. Aw. The moth? No, yeah, that should be no. Yeah, I don't think that'll be like what's it? Yeah, that's not like a full character. You should be good on that. Yeah, we'll put that in the queue. No problem. Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. On the bridge at a Hammond, see them brake lights burning. Feel my motor turning. On the bridge at a Hammond. See them big city moon. See how close it comes. See how close it comes. Watch my wiper blade pounded like a drum. On the bridge at a Hammond. On the bridge at a Hammond. Think about what's darkening my life. Think about what's darkening my life. See the light of the afterworld shining on the roof. It's the light nowhere else, burning to the west. See its sulphury shine. See its sulphury shine. From the bridge at a Hammond. From the bridge at a Hammond. See the big city moon. See the big city moon. See the big city moon. Trying to playing the radio towers. Twain the big diesel rigs. In the Midwest switching out. Watch the whole town eclipsed. From the bridge at a Hammond. From the bridge at a Hammond. From... Ooh, excuse me. Good legumes. Okay, that's good. Actually, I want to do like little sleeves. Little tiny sleeves. Little Sally walking down the street. You don't know what to do. Don't you stop in front of me? She said, "Hey, girl, do you think?" I don't know why I remember that. I swear that was like, it was, um, it was a YMCA thing, but it was like, aw, it was like a YMCA thing. But I don't think it was something that like the counselors did. It was like, it was something that like the kids did or something. I don't know. Park the car at the side of the road. You should know. Time's tide will smother you. I know this is a bit of a pivot, but I just the song just sort of popped in my head because I was thinking of like, oh, I could sing Farewell Transmission, also by Jason Molina. Um, but then I thought of that, which is in the same key. That joke isn't funny anymore by Morrissey, or not Morrissey, the Smiths. I feel like if it was, I don't. It wasn't just by Morrissey, but Morrissey was involved, unfortunately. That prickly prick. Park the car at the side of the road. You should know. Time's tide will smother you. And I will too. When you laugh about people who feel so very lonely, their only desire is to die. But I'm afraid that doesn't make me smile. I wish I could laugh, but that joke isn't funny anymore. It's too close to home and it's too near the bone. Too close to home and it's too near the bone. More than you ever know. Honestly, wanted to do like a video of that song. Like make like a little animation off of it. Hit them when they fall down. Hit them when they fall down. Ooh. Hit them when they fall down. Hit them when they fall down. You also gotta draw. When we draw on the dress, we draw it all flowy. Also, I don't want to erase most of the leg. Oh yeah. I'm honestly like listening to that song. It was it like I don't think I'd heard really a whole lot like it. Like that specific song, I didn't really get the same feeling listening to like some of other like the other Smith stuff, and it really captured that magic. Shorter. I mean, true. I could do that. I might do that actually. Here, let's just go ahead and. But yeah, like I don't know. There was something about that song that I tried to listen to other songs by the Smiths like afterward, and it didn't really sort of. It was the instrumentation of it that like really got to me. I think. Yeah. I mean, what did Morrissey do anyway? Was I swear to God, was he the vocalist? He was the fucking vocalist. I'm gonna be pissed. Mm-hmm. He sang and wrote the lyrics. I see. I swear, like, wasn't every like I swear at a certain point with I don't even think Ian Curtis was British now that I think about it. I was gonna make a point of saying like I swear like hearing like Ian Curtis, it felt like a lot of British singers, especially a lot of British like dudes singing. Are trying to out Curtis Ian Curtis, but or out Ian Curtis Ian Curtis, but I mean I don't even think is Ian Curtis Ian British? He was. Oh, okay. Because like one of the things that my dad hated Tears for Fears, and one of the things he talked about was like sort of the very oh my god they sounded like they were whining and then like he had talked about it. He said like the dudes there sound like pathetic or whatever. It was. I mean, I can kind of hear it, but at the same time, they still have one of the best versions of Mad World. Um, honestly, can I talk about Mad World for a moment? I want to I want to say I every version that like mainly every version that mainly draws off of like the Carrie Jules version. Um, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the Gary Jules version of Mad World. Um, it it it. Eh, I feel like there was there was like a youthful despondence within the song that was sort of lost within that version, and then every subsequent like derivative of that version. Like it's not what I would call like the funnest song in the world, but at the same time, it wasn't de- it wasn't like depressing or anything. It was like I don't know. Like I think the only cover of Mad World that I actually like, I want to say, is the one. It was featured in a Spoonie video actually. That's how I found it like back in the day. This is like 2013, I want to say. Um, it was a band called Blackmail, and they did um, it didn't have all like the effects and whatnot that the original did, but it sort of it kept to the spirit of it, I think, and it had its own like little flares to it as well that I really enjoyed. Um, but it didn't like dive deep into like the oh woe is me sort of angle on that song, and I do enjoy the kind of like I feel like the song is sort of more peers with like this is gonna sound weird, like Land of Confusion more than anything, albeit in more like an abstracted, like emotional sense rather than in sort of like the politically despondent sense of like Land of Confusion was, if that makes any sense. Like I feel like the songs are sort of peers with that like sort of emotional like that same emotional chord, if not necessarily the subject matter particularly. Also, I need to draw the ears. And that probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, I don't know. I'm not super deep into 80s like music or like pop, like especially 80s pop music. Um, I just know what I like, and I like what I know. I'm still I still find it funny how I think I ended up posting this on like the Songs Genius article. There was an un there was an unreleased song by Jethro Tull that actually like referenced what's it? I Know What I Like by Genesis, which is sort of just saying it's like, I'm 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 fine where I am, you fuckers who are like saying, why don't you try for something better in life? Um like quit getting on my fucking case. The one I did for the Gears of War trader. That's the Gary Jules version. So oh, that was the version. They didn't do that for the Gears of War trailer. I think that originally, or it that rose to prominence with yeah. But yeah, like that. I think that came about from Donnie Darko. Actually, I've never seen Donnie Darko, but I know that that's where the song's from, or at least like that's when that version of the song really rose to prominence. I don't know if it was made specifically for the film, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Yeah, yeah. Because it was, I swear it was like the ending that, like, that's where they played that one. Mm-hmm. No, that's fine. I think a lot of people definitely associate it with the Gears of War trailer too. I mean, I was honestly thinking of that as my first association as well. Yeah, I haven't seen it at all. I just know it as that like um one of the films that like the like I want to say 2014 era like B grade video essayists kept talking about, and Cinefix. Remember when Cinefix wasn't bought by IGN? It's not like I don't it I'm sure they probably come up with some like banger analysis and whatever, but at the same time it's like that's still really disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I remember really liking Cinefix. Literally who? Um, oh God, they were big on the the listicle and whatnot. Like they would have a video that would run through like this sort of pretty simple topic, but the breadth the breadth of examples that they had with regards to honestly suffice to say they were a cut above. This is my probably my fandom speaking more than anything, but at the same time, like it really felt like that they had a deeper understanding of like the craft behind the medium and sort of like the all that sort of shit, like the sort of like it wasn't just about like it was about really like studying movies, and honestly like their listicles weren't really a I mean there were proper lists, but at the same time like they would offer so many different other examples, like talking like generally what they would do actually, and I think they still kind of do it, is like they would go through a top 10 list or a top 5 list. um they would kind of put like instead of like necessarily like ranking a like a specific movie or whatever, they would do it based on they would kind of have categories. And so with like rank 5 or whatever, they would talk about like a whole bunch of movies within this sort of particular category, And then one of the movies out of that category would end up being like the spot that they or the one that they picked for number 5. But it's just sort of like they would. I don't know. Like I think they were still probably one of the best of that particular like genre of um just sort of like not super in depth, but in depth enough to where that you could get a sense that yeah, they do know what the hell they're talking about, and they probably went to film school. Um, I don't know. I'm just trying to remember the sort of vibe that I got from them like way back in the day. I do remember like really appreciating them. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm merged with the potato, and the potato is Cinefix, which is now IGN Movies, which I'm really saddened by. I imagine they'll still be making great content, but I don't like the slow monopolization of the internet. I really don't. Ripperoni. I mean, to be frank, it was better than anything like coming out of Channel Awesome, which like I mean like even now Lindsay Ellis's um analysis can be kind of questionable at times, but still. But especially around like I want to say like 2014 or 2015 was when I just it might have been later than that, maybe 2016, I don't know. Was when I like discovered them. It was there's also like Rob Adger and Channel Criswell, which I don't know what the hell sort of direction Channel Chris. Well, they're cinema cartography now. It's not just that dude. It's I want to say like that it's the dude and his wife, which who I think his wife is like French or something. Um, and he's Irish. But yeah, it became a collaborative thing, I think, between the two of them. Their oh god, their latest video. I have no idea what the hell that's about. Um, like I think like now with cinema cartography, they're not really focusing on singular films anymore so much as like um how how films tackle like a like a certain topic or whatnot. Like they they did one cheekily called the Oh yeah, sure. Um, I'm rambling, but it's yeah, like they did a relatively recent one. I think this is their last video before the video that I'm trying to get to. Um, it was it's called the Cinematic Universe, and I think they ended up like cheekily changing the title, um, just to get more views. Which I mean, respect to them. Um, but yeah, there's but it was about how like a movie conveys its world and whatnot, and like sort of the steps that it takes to the steps that a movie takes to make a world feel believable or lived in, or to give it like a solid sense of identity and whatnot. Um, and it was an interesting video. I have to say. Uh, I think I remember there was a couple of them, and there was another recent one that they did about just like the a bunch of different styles of animation and how those evolved and whatnot, and like how people came to like express themselves. That like there was, I think this was also or what it was. I think the there was like a brows held high Kyle Colgren video on this one like Russian animator who did a no actually thinking I don't think it was the same guy. was like a Russian animator who did stop motion and whatnot, and he did an adaptation of Midsummer's Night Dream. I'm thinking of another animator who mostly did paper cut animation, which it was like looking at some of the clips that this channel, Cinematography, put in the video. It was arresting to say the least. And I remember sort of searching for a little bit of it on YouTube just because it was like, yeah, it was really cool to look at, and I wanted to get more of it. But their most recent video, it's 10 minutes. It's oh god, it's the title's like a pronunciation, or it's sort of strung together with like IPA shit and whatnot. Um, but it's divided into 4 segments, and it's supposed to be about something. I know it. Um, it's I want to say the main goal is it's supposed to like reiterate the whole thing about like cinema. You know that Jean-Luc Godard quote about like cinema being truth at 24 frames per second, which there's nothing inherently more valuable about cinema that's able to let it do that. I'm sorry, and it's weird. And what's honestly even funnier is that like they turn the comments off, so you just have to admire it from afar. Which I mean, I kind of get why they didn't turn the comments on for that video, but at the same time, like, were you anticipating something? Was this like, just like what are you expecting people to get out of it? I just it was a weird, confusing experience, and I don't think it was a weird, convincing experience in a productive or good way. I feel like maybe it might have been a point better served for a video essay where things could be explained, and like if you want to have a weird philosophical piece, you could just be philosophical. You can just say it. Just pull a Slavoj Žižek. Just do that. I don't know. It was yeah. I don't know. Sometimes like, oh god, I'm thinking about every frame of painting and like the two. I'm thinking of like two derivative things. Like in terms of style and like the sort of editing techniques and whatnot. I'm thinking about those now. There was Every Frame of Painting, which they stopped uploading. I want to say 2017, maybe 2018 or thereabouts. And that was a bit of a big deal because a lot of people really liked them in their analysis. It wasn't Louis Zhang or the not the I want to say his name was Louis Zhao or something like that. I don't know. I might be pulling that name out of my ass. Um, there's like another one though, I think, besides the three that I want to talk about, but it was um it's Every Frame of Painting, Royal Ocean Society, and Lessons from the Screenplay. And I think Royal Ocean Society is just sort of like catch all for like, hey, just doing like general film analysis and talking about film and whatnot. I'm not really like don't really have a particular focus to it because I think um like Every Frame of Painting was specifically sort of about like cinematography and like composition and all that sort of stuff, or like the visual aspect of film, and then Lessons from the Screenplay, like you sort of get it from that, and then Royal Ocean was just sort of whatever. is just sort of whatever. I think he's still uploading stuff, which, I mean, good for him. And then I still say it. So it's very funny, like, nowadays, and I mentioned this before. It's very funny nowadays. Like, you have so many people who want to do a video essay, and their thing is that they want to make it as long as possible. So like that's their that's their what's it? I don't know. I just like it's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Like, I look at something that probably should be like 10 minutes or maybe even 20 minutes, and it's like an hour long. I kind of like, I only really trust a very few handful of people to really make content that will like that is able to grab me for more than, I want to say, 20 minutes. Like, if like there's some like things that warrant like that amount of content. Like, if um like a decent iceberg video, which I'll admit I still watch, that's still my shit, I'm sorry. Like, a decent one of those, like, that actually does a good amount of explanation, or like, actually draws from something that has a decent amount of entries, that's gonna rank about half an hour, about, just to sort of get everything and give a decent explanation and whatnot. Like, that's just gonna take half an hour, so that's fine. And then if you're like, and if the topic of the video is especially broad, or if it's especially like deep in terms of its history and whatnot, like Sean's videos, yeah, like going into the full like depth and ramifications of some of the shit that he talks about, like the the video that he did on the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, like going into all the historical context surrounding it, and that sort of stuff. And I mean, yeah, Sean talks slow and all that sort of stuff, but I like that going so deep into that subject, like, really does kind of warrant um a decent amount of time dedicated to it. Um, but there's just a bunch of other people that I don't trust for them. I don't really trust them to say like anything super deep and whatnot over the course of of like a several hour polemic, or like I saw, like, there were like, I'm seeing like JXC's video on like the fall of Doctor Who, in like my recommendations recently, and it's 5 hours long, and I'm like, please. I'm like, there's no way you could trim that down to like half, please. Oh, it's like, it just looks exhausting on the face of it, just like looking at it. And I think to myself, I'm thinking, like, if I want to do shit like that, I want to really want to, like, I don't know. And and I sort of have like ideas for that sort of stuff too, like making video essays and whatnot. And I even have a couple scripts that I'm trying to write now. But like, for me, the thing that really that really hampers me is that it's sort of it's hard to keep on track. And honestly, I don't think that's the issue that a lot of people have, is keeping on track. Like, it's not um like it's not like the the can't focus bug, just sort of, you know making your skull bad or whatever. It's they can't be concise. It's the thing. And if that's one thing I'm going to take with me from George Orwell's advice, it's that it sometimes helps to be concise within language. Um, or it does help to, like, and it's like you even have like Jack Saint sort of talked about it in the fucking polemic that he did about Mahler and all that sort of stuff. And that's sort of the gold standard, I think, of when it comes to like just padding shit for the sake of padding it. But I mean, how relevant is he in this day and age anyway? Like, I don't know. This is yeah, it's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. I don't think, like, unless you're doing something very broad or you're going very deep into it, there's most video topics aren't going to warrant anything more than an hour. It's the same thing of like, what's it? Like people talking about making academia accessible for others in terms of like the language that's used and whatnot. Like, there's a lot of academia that's just a lot of academic text that is so like loaded with jargon and whatnot that it's and it's not even actually saying anything. It's like it's more just like a stream of consciousness of putting enough quotes from important people in to make yourself like look important. Yeah. Okay. Now to get the color in. Okay. Yeah, I am just sort of rambling at this point, but I will say though, I don't really. This is going to be a very specific reference. I think only Millie will be able to understand. I don't really get the Toho launcher servers. Um, they really do not like the popular like game design YouTubers or whatever. I would say I'm curious as to why. I think I kind of know why, but oh the I don't know. Every time I look in like the like there's a the it's usually like Wit and Bleep who talk about it. Like they'll bring it up in like they'll bring it up in like the game section. Yeah, like I said, this might just be like me. I wouldn't say it's airing during laundry, but at the same time, this feels like a little I don't know. it's just a little amusing that I've sort of noticed that from like. I mean, I don't think it's just them. There might be a couple others who do that too, but I don't know. I'll say, and with regards to video essays, I have no idea as to like the formatting. I do not really have like decent um video editing or like, well, I guess I have access to Adobe Premiere through my school. But at the same time, I won't have access to it forever, and also I do not really want to pay for it afterwards, and so I really don't want to end up like becoming reliant on it. If I ever like decide to upload video essays and whatnot. I honestly just want to have like basically just make them like glorified audio essays, and then um, I could try and caption it, or I was honestly thinking of like just linking the script in the description for people to see. Um, or for people to look at, you know. Oh, that's oh, that's whatever. Because there really wouldn't be a visual component to it, so I would just need to make sure that like people are able to access the words, whether that be through audio or through the script themselves or the script itself. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I mean, just like for like if I wanted to do a video essay, or if I wanted to upload like any of the video essays that I've tried, I've been writing, that I've tried to write. My brain is le poop right now. Yeah, and yeah, that is true. Most people just listen to video essays, but at the same time, you have a lot of them that put like a decent like. There's definitely some of them that are more reliant on visuals than others. Like one of the ones that I think does very interesting video essays is Retro Game Mechanics Explained. Um, and visuals are basically like essential with regards to the stuff that he does. Not just in because like most of his like a lot of his stuff is also as much about what he says as can you fucking shut up. Quit installing updates. Um yeah. But yeah, like a lot of his stuff is also really based on like this like because it's like code readout, like hexadecimal, like showing like memory addresses and whatnot, and showing charts and how things connect together, and like input and output and whatnot, that sort of shit. Like it's the same sort of thing with what's it, Bismuth, and some of his content because he did like the I'm misremembering. It wasn't Bismuth that did like the outstall some down dates. Um, it wasn't Bismuth that did it. It was Pan and Koic who did like the four screen like split screen detailing how shit went with regards to like a certain uh, parallel universe movement within. It was the Watch for Rolling Rocks video, I think, that he did that. Or it might have honestly. I think like Bismuth did something akin to that when he was talking about the zero key task. I think for Super Mario 64, which I think Pan and Koic helped on. Which he's been a major contributor to. He's been a major contributor to a lot of like that sort of shit. Even if like now he's mostly behind the scenes, just because um, everyone decided to like meme this video and really kind of hate that that happened. Um, or I don't maybe it was just sort of a personal thing that he's sort of staying out of the limelight now. Who knows? I still think that's one of like the best videos on YouTube. Like legitimately one of the best videos on YouTube with regards to like just the specificity and yet just like the total like earnest like dedication to it. It's so good. It's so good. Highly recommend going back to like watching that video. I think there's like I'm trying to remember who's doing a history of the A button challenge. It might actually be Bismuth, or it might be somebody else. I don't know. But there's like, with regards to the A button challenge in Super Mario 64, there's somebody doing like a history of it, and I do know they're on part like one. This was before. I think this was this was before the point in like 2013 or so where Pan and Koic and a couple other folks really got it going. Um, it was just sort of an idle thing that kind of got started. I want to say in like maybe even a year after the game really maybe a year after the game came out. It wasn't really that far off, but there were already people sort of theorizing about it just because it was kind of dumb bullshit. Yeah, the history of the A button challenge. Um, did you sincerely think I was just talking about like the history of the A button? That would definitely be an Ahoy video. That would definitely be an Ahoy video, though. I would say. Um, like he would absolutely just talk about like a history of like button layouts and whatnot. That would totally be his fucking jam. Also, another person who I trust to talk for something for hours and hours on end is Ahoy. Um, a lot of his videos are really good, and also he puts a lot of efforts into the visuals, so I have to watch them rather than just let them play on. Um, but yeah, like he did a couple videos on Doom and Quake. Um, he did a video on Monkey Island, which was really good. He's done a couple like really deep dives into some of the more like esoteric game topics. Like he did a video on Polybius, basically blowing the story wide open. Um, it was turns out it was just fake for clicks. That's all it was, just fake for clicks. Um, yeah, that was a really good video. And he went on. He did a video about like the first video game, like trying to determine what was the first video game. Like based on like he sort of like kind of like defined a definition for what it ought to be, and then just sort of went through a lot of the candidates. And I think there was sort of like a phony. There might have been something phony in there too. I don't know. And then there's like the iconic ARM series that he does, which I'll go back to those too. Yeah, yeah, Millie, what you think? Also, I know you. I know that's like been a few minutes since you put that on the table. Um, what the the L button video? What the hell was that about? Or what the hell is that about?
What meme conjured that into existence? Okay. Save as. All right, saving. There we are. Okay. But yeah, like I really how he'll eventually. Oh my god! Of course, of course. That's incredible. All right. Have that saved. All right. I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I'm gonna get more of my drink. Um. So I will turn the mic off and set it to BRB. I have drink. Let us return to drawing. And oh wait, I need to update the Quayway. Let us update the Quayway. Oh yes. What sort of what sort of mood should this moth be in? Um, like should it just be sort of like dangling there? Um, going all like yeah, this isn't what moth looks like. Wiggling its little peats. Like, should it be like scared a little, or well, I don't know about scared. That would sort of detract from the cute. Or the, yeah. Wiggling its little peats. I can do that. I'm just sort of keeping that like same expression that you had in the what's it? Excuse me. Okay. Same sort of neutral expression it has in the reference. Okay, that'll do. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, I remember when like the oh god, I'm thinking back to like the Brony days, like the whole drama surrounding West Culture and Holy Pete, all that sort of stuff. What was that? Honestly, trying to remember my online history, especially in the past, fucking especially I want to say like 2013 to 2016 or 17. It was a fucking blur. I'm not gonna lie. Just because of I wasn't involved with like a whole bunch of communities or anything, but it's just sort of a blur. So we're going to. So I was making a map recently. I could stream like making a map actually. Like in Marathon. I could do that. Just thinking because I was streaming that to Cabe actually, but I had to. It's weird because I don't know. I think I would need two different capture. I think I would need like two different captures. One for one that would track Wayland and one that would track like Marathon 2 or wherever I would end up putting this. Because it's I think maybe might be I don't know. I might need to download like the new LF one, but I don't know how to get that to work with regards to um all the like how it takes in everything and whatnot. Ooh, excuse me again. But yeah, that might be something I could do. Well, it might be a little complicated. I'd have to think of like what the design would be for the mats too. actually. That is what I think it is. Wait, I know what I'm looking for. This one. Oh wait, it would be on the wiki, isn't? I wanna show off. I wanna show off something. Holy shit! Really? Only 415? That's nuts. That is literally nuts. Oh my god. You can. I want to. What would be fun, though hard as hell, I would have to say, is making like one of these really vertically oriented levels. Also, like fucking paste. Oh, it's up in the corner. Like making something like this. Look at this jumbled shit in here. That looks terrible. Look at this jumbled shit in here. It's just polygons. All this is 400. It's like this is like seven. I want to say like 7 floors. It was fucking like I was going through this map. It was fucking huge. I don't want to say all of these like these might be on different levels too, but yeah. I'm sorry I went on this tangent, but at the same time, it's just like that would be neat to do, but also like fucking like scary as hell. Just like trying to manage all that. But like you go to what's it? You go to something like Imoxicor, um, like that level was 415 polygons. Imoxicor and I think like a couple other levels in Marathon Infinity. Those are all 1,000. Like those couple are like 1,023, which in like the old engine of a Marathon, that was literally the largest you could get. Though, I mean, with it's kind of funny that I broke that limit with a level that's not even like half as complicated as some of these. It's kind of funny. Like it honestly might not like I don't know if it's worth using like
more polygons, or yeah, more sectors slash polygons for levels are better. Also, that hmm, I'm gonna redo this head. I don't like it. We're just gonna. That looks a little better. Uh, yeah, I'm just. It was one of the. It's on like the marathon wiki, all of, like the polygon sizes for the levels. I don't know really why it was on there, but it just is. I'm spinning. So we're just gonna leave the head until later. We're gonna sort that out later. It'll be fine. We give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit. We can sort that out later. Oh, okay, cool. I need to figure out why it does that so I can get it to stop. That'd be nice.
how I sat by your side by the water. You taught me the names of the stars overhead that I wrote down in my ledger. While I knew the road universe were those Pleiades loosed in December. I promised you I'd set them to verse, so I'd always remember that the meteorite is the source of the light, and the meteor's just what we see. And the meteoroid is a stone that's devoid of the fire that propelled it to thee. And the meteorite's just what causes the light, and the meteor's how it's perceived. And the meteoroid's a bone thrown from the void that lies quiet, an offering to thee. So the muddy mouse, the baboons and sows and the grouse and the horse and the hen grope at the gate of the lumen. Yeah, maybe not 2 o'clock. Yeah, sorry, I'm not like talking too much. Is it now? I think I've all give them a little talked out. Okay. I could put on. I might put on some music. Okay. Hmm. 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 That doesn't seem to be coming through desktop. Weird. Can you not hear that? It might be coming through my headphones, but uh, well, okay. Um, well, yeah, I'll leave it off the table for now. Oof. All right. Well, with that, I shall just. Let's say I watched I've been watching a lot of Don Hertzfeld stuff lately. It's been neat. It certainly gives me a lot of interesting feelings. It's been neat. I actually rented oh, that's harm. I actually rented the Three World of Tomorrow movies that he did on Vimeo. So I've been wanting to do a little watching party with me and some of mine. Um, just trying. Yeah, certainly some of his stuff is like a little rattling. Little. I mean, he did have what's it? I think the one that everybody knows from him is Rejected. Um, Either that or like the Simpsons couch gag that he did. I still can't believe that was like 2014 that he did that. Other one of I saw the World of Tomorrow films. One of the ones that I do really want to see all of is what's it? Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one when that's the one that I really want to see. Is Such a Beautiful Day. He has the first one of that up on YouTube. Um, it's like a sampler, and then he has like the clips of 2 and 3 on there. I had seen the couch gag around, yeah. I remember people like talking about it. But yeah, I really want to see that one. And then the World of Tomorrow ones are also pretty good as well. The one that I've seen a couple times now is The Meaning of Life, which I feel is a little more like of the it's sort of him veering a little into like the pretentiousness, you know. Like it's very I don't know. It's about as pretentious as you can get with a film titled The Meaning of Life, which or it's what you would expect from such a title. It doesn't really have like a narrative through line. Same as other films. It's kind of um, doesn't really have like the any darkly comic edge to it. It's very There you go. What you see is what you get from it. It's still very pretty to look at, though. Like I won't deny that it's a that the Meaning of Life is a very pretty film, and I sometimes and I do kind of come back to it mostly because of the just it looks so good. It looks really good. Like just some of the stuff that he was able to pull off with like what's crazy is that like he had for a long time he was literally making film with one of the oldest like animation cameras like still active. It was like from the 40s. Like he was making most of his stuff on paper too. It was good stuff. I don't know why now of all times, but I'm remembering the fact that there was a Gem in the Holograms movie. I've never seen it, and I don't think I want to. It sucked. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt about that. Barely an adaptation. Yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. That, huh, okay. That's sort of a weird angle for that. That is like a really strange angle on that, just because like I mean, what was the original about? It was just like it was a pop star group. Oh my god. I mean, same. Hmm. Oh, come on again. I don't know. I guess there's probably been like looser adaptations that have been better, but at the same time, that does feel a little weird. Wasn't it basically like I don't know? Wasn't it like a magical girl show kind of? Because like there was like a whole thing about how is I swear to God there was like a secret identity angle to it. I mean, The only experience that I have with gems is, I don't know, there was some video on it that I watched. That went into like further detail into it or whatever. But it was like, I swear to God, it was like a secret identity thing with the with her being like a pop star and whatnot. Just because of the drama of it. The drama, gotta love the drama. Maybe it wasn't that. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking like, yeah, it was like Hannah Montana or something. It was there was a secret identity angle to it. Okay. Huh. Basically Hannah Montana but with magic computers. Ah, I see. I do love me some Hannah Montana with magical computers. I still one day I hope to one day I hope that there's the what's it I cannot wait for the story of the show that will be Hannah Montana but gender. Can't I feel like that'd be kind of interesting for a premise. Where you have like a trans person who's out but only in like the only out on like stage. Oh, these are long. Got to make them longer. Wait, wagging. I was just gonna have it laying, just being all, but no, it's got to be wagging. It's got to be wagging. It's got to have wheels and a bar and a pull bar. That's what you meant, right? Right? With he's wagging her tail. I could imagine like that there's like there's absolutely like something involving like a synth or a protogen that's made that joke. Like the synth just sort of sits down and their tail sprouts wheels and they just sort of drags them along as they lay on the floor. I'm sure, no doubt about it. I'm absolutely sure somebody's made that pun. It's somewhere in the internet. With the breadth of furry content out there, I highly doubt that absolutely nobody has not made that pun. Um, wagging your tail, but your tail is a wagon instead of like just like I was making a bit where it's like, oh, like we'll give the tail wheels and a little pole bar. Yeah, wagon. Yeah, yeah, you silly goose. Okay, now to draw arms. It's okay. The pob. The pob. Love the pob. Oh, that's not the eraser tool. Like a like a like like a kid show host. It's like, oh, that's not the eraser tool. That's the paint tool. What a mess. There's gray everywhere. It's okay. All we just have to do is hit Control Z, and everything will be just fine. It'll be the foremost authority for children on internet or computer literacy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think any like education network wants to be held liable for if their kid like for a parent who's like, "Oh, my kid's found porn." And so they have to make sure. Well, I mean, I say that, but also like YouTube Kids is a thing. But then again, that is like a lot of what's on there is basically just weird porn. Or like at some point it was. I think like that whole ship has sailed, and now it's just like content farms in India making like the same three nursery rhymes over and over, using whatever hip character for the week. I still can't. I still can't believe like that. Isn't autoplay on YouTube a thing on by default? I know why it's on by default, but at the same time, good God, if like half the yeah half I swear like half the shit that we like people talk about, like all that controversial shit or whatever that was on YouTube Kids will let that, it wouldn't really be so big of a deal if it's none of them. You got like, oh my God, it's the simplest thing though. You just go and wait. It's literally just a ticker. It's literally just like a ticker on like above what's it above like the next video that'll automatically play, isn't it? It is. Oh my God. It's incredible. I'm trying to remember if the hey, hey shrub, I'm drawing a wolf. I should put like a, oh come on. Let me scroll up. Okay. I think both pobs are drawn. And now it's time for Moth. Moth. Oh, wrong layer. My fury cannot be bridled. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're talking about YouTube autoplay. We were talking about a number of varied topics earlier. YouTube autoplay. Oh God, I'm getting dream vu now. Good Lord. Can this can can like for 1 week, 1 day, can I not have fucking dream vu? I swear to God. We were talking about it in the Toho launcher server too. I think it was that, yeah. Like some of the people there were talking about it, and like apparently like a lot more cases than I thought. It was like 95% of stop having dreams. No, I will never stop having dreams. Dreams are cool and fun. Um, Also, that your dreams, give them to me. No, I'm not giving you. What if I get a what if I get another game idea from my dreams? I like my dreams. I mean, like most of them are what I climb onto a tall place. Someone is chasing me. Um, give them your nightmares, Ilu. I don't really get nightmares, but I feel like even if I did get them, why would I try to put that onto pawn that onto other people? That just feels really rude. That's just super rude. What if they ask? I mean, in that case, sure. You could have my nightmares. You could have a total of 0 nightmares that I've had. Like, sincerely, yeah, sincerely, I really do not get nightmares. Is the thing, like, not the sort of thing where I like wake up in a cold sweat or whatever. It's just sort of like I don't know. Like, there's some like kind of scary-ish moments, but never anything to where that I'm like in real terror or whatever. Your knighted mare, sure. Have 0 knighted mare. I will give it to you in exchange for $0 and 0 cents, and also 0 peso as well. Yeah, I get that. I guess the closest I would say to getting a nightmare is was like I remember this vividly of like a truck in my neighborhood. Like I was running in my neighborhood for some reason, and there was like this giant like city escape ass fucking giant truck. Um, in my neighborhood that was trying vehemently like to run me over. I do remember that like kind of vividly and sort of like the motions of that dream as well. But it was like it was kind of scary, but it's sort of yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like super what's it? Wasn't really terrible in the grand scheme of things. Here's $10 and 10 cents in pesos. A nightmare. That's the next thing you should draw. A nightmare. Well, if you pay me for it, I can do that. I can easily draw a knighted mare if you pay me for it. I can even draw a there's no subtle way to not do a My Little Pony friendship is magic here. I mean, I do get headaches sometimes. It's just I don't think I've ever had a dream which I would qualify as like a nightmare. Just make a spooky horse. I mean, yeah, I could just make a spooky horse. I could draw. I could draw Mayor Gygus. I could do it. I could do it. None of you could stop me. I could draw Mayor Gygus. I've done it before. I will do it again. God, that's fucking old shit. There's like, I don't think any of you would know the specific context for that, and to be blunt, I'm not going to explain it. Yeah, I get you. Okay, time to color. I don't I don't know. I am sort of meaning like cold sweat, like terrified for my life sort of feeling like coming out of it. I guess I've just never really had like that extreme a reaction to a dream before. It's not that I've never not had a bad dream, it's just that I've never had, yeah. I don't know. I guess the thing is that like nightmare is just really hard to define because like is it just like a dream that goes bad, or is it like something like that you have like a specific reaction to? Okay, yeah, I do need to draw. Wait, wait, wait. A nightmare. Yeah, I mean, in that case, yeah, I've had bad dreams before. Um, but I guess, yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I've never really had like a super extreme reaction to like a dream like that before. I never thought there was a difference. I never. I don't know. I guess for me, like nightmare isn't really something like it feels very extreme to me. Like you don't just say I don't know. Honestly, honestly, like you, honestly, again, I feel this is like pretty subjective, just because language and words are weird like that. Like there isn't like honestly, there isn't really anything like there isn't really any like phenomenological difference between a dream and a nightmare aside from what is in it. So where we define the boundaries between a dream and a nightmare, it's something that we have to come up with ourselves. Shit just do be weird like that. Woke up this morning, got myself a gun, went outside streaking, tried to shoot the sun. The fuzz had stopped me, told me Moth. Actually, it's a little too much. A little too much. The M is a typo. No, it's not. That's just the power of Muff. Canonically, not a typo. Love the Moth. Moth's so good. I want to make a Grand Moff Tarkin joke. Has anyone? Oh my god. Oh my god, that would be the pun of the century. It would be so stupid. Drawing Grand Moff Tarkin as a moth. We'll throw that in under like um wagon WAGON your tail as something some furry has probably done somewhere and we will probably never find it. But it's probably been done already and for good reason. Oh, great minds think alike. Oh my god. Please tell me. Please. Or please, like, if it's an image, DM it to me. I would love to show everybody else that. Right. Okay. Out of curiosity. Oh my god, incredible. Oh shit. I'm so glad. I gotta say, I'm wondering there's probably like out there somewhere there's probably some what's it? It's like a Fallout tabletop RPG. I wonder if there's like rules in place to play an intelligent Deathclaw. Because that is in it's in Fallout 2 specifically. Though I think like I think there's something about like they end up all getting like all most of the ones in the game end up getting killed unless you like do specific things, but even that in the final game that was bugged because of course it was. Oh right. But yeah, that would be kind of fun to play. I mean, honestly thinking about it, it might be like overpowered as hell, but at the same time, fuck you, big giant lizard. Big giant lizard be smart, but also fuck you up. Um, and then sometimes, small giant lizard by giant enemy thick, lizard be smart and also fuck you up. Though in a completely different way from the big lizard what fucks you up. Or maybe in the same way. Um, maybe in the same way, big lizard could just sit on you. Small lizard could just sit on you. Okay. All right. Let's give this one more review because I need to see if I've gotten everything. I think I have everything. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me crop this. Save. You're welcome. Cool. It's question marks that you can't save with. Exclamation marks are fine. Which I always found really strange, but I mean, it's probably something to do with like under the hood shit with regards to like like going from like command line interface to GUI interface. All right, let me get that to you, and then I'll get that to the other one to Millie. Every day is every day. Can't tell one from the other way. But yeah. Okay, yeah, let me also take this off. Duh, what's it? Duh, Q. Yeah, you're welcome. Glad you like it. All right, Among Us. I was drawing Among Us. Honestly, no cringe. Literally just perfect design. I love these. I love these little babies so much. Actually, let me draw mine real quick. The one that I have backwards hat. And one thing that I can do that I unfortunately can't do on Among Us is do a little tuft. Because, I mean, technically this isn't supposed to show through the helmet, but fuck you. Fuck you, it's January! And then, I want to say it's like, here, let's do like a baseline. Oops. I want to say it's like something like this. And then like shorts. Maybe it's not shorts, maybe it's like pants or something. I don't know. This might not be 100% accurate. But yeah, it's something like this. And then the cap is blue, and then this is blue. This is all blue as well. It's supposed to be like what's it, like Muriel's mail carrier outfit. Oh, Columbo Star Wars. I'll have to look at that later. Yeah. Honestly, I do want to get a couple more like Among Us streams, and hopefully those will work better than last time, because Among Us is a lot of fun, and I hate it when I'm having like technical difficulties about it. Um, like that was not a great experience. I don't like. I think I recorded that. All right. Good night. Yeah, I think I recorded that. Well, I was recording it, but then I didn't end up like uploading it. Just because. Oof. Also, I'm gonna do a funny. Suit is a little too tight. I should honestly do a Mogus Among Us, what's it? Like talking head, just because I think that'd be funny. I could just do the marathon one. Um, Speaking of which, I do need to get back to marathon at some point. But yeah, But yeah, I think I will be ending the stream here. Yeah, I'll end the stream here. I won't even go to BRB. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. This is a bit, little, only 2 drawings tonight, but we started late, and admittedly, I'm kind of tired. So, if you want to donate, you can go ahead. But I probably won't have the energy to draw anything, unfortunately. So yeah, it's been nice. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. I'm gonna stop the stream now. Okay. Good night, y'all.